just make sure you guys can hear me. One sec. It's a bit loud. Let's turn this down. Is that a bit better? Hey Lloyd, hey Hamster, how's it going, guys? Hold on, let me move the mic closer. Alright. You guys should be able to hear me now, hopefully. Let me know if I need to raise or lower the volume some more, but I think it should be fine. Raise or all right. I almost forgot that this was happening yesterday. Like I was working on some videos and stuff, and I was like just browsing YouTube, and I saw the reminder up on the channel for Xbox. So I was like, oh shit, this is happening, right? They're doing a live stream tomorrow. So I put up the that's why the live stream reminder came up late. I almost completely forgot that they were doing this whole partner preview. Hey Trigam, how's it going? Have I played the Silent Hill 2 remake? Not yet, but I have every intention to. I actually am very, very excited to eventually play it, so looking forward to that. I'm glad to see that it actually, you know, a lot of people like it. It's getting a lot of praise and great scores and everything like that, so that's good. So happy for Blooper Team. Lloyd, you just beat the Silent Hill 2 remake yesterday. Nice. You forgot as well, Trigam? I don't know. They weren't. I mean, they were advertising it. They were pushing it, but I don't know. Just I think it's because it seems like a weird kind of time right now. The next event that I think we're all looking forward to is probably the Game Awards, where like the big announcements are going to happen. So I kind of wasn't expecting there to be, you know, small live streams like this in between. But here we are. It's an astonishing remake. That's awesome. That is really, really good. So yeah, absolutely, I will definitely play it. I'm really hoping that probably by the time I do, they're gonna do an update for PS5 Pro. It would be nice to get some of the ray trace reflections that are on PC in there. But from what I've seen, the game looks fantastic. Like, looks gorgeous. Looks like it plays well. And from what I understand, they did a really good job, from what I heard, that they kind of recreated the game almost like for like. Like, it doesn't take a lot of creative liberties with its storytelling, with its approach. It's kind of basically the same. It's the same game at its core with the same sections, as opposed to something like in the form of something completely different, or it's like a rewrite, or you know, they kind of changed some things. I heard that they stayed very close to the original vision, which is really great. I'd also like to get a nice copy of the original game on PS2, but considering they're about 100 to 150 bucks for just the one copy, might want to wait on that. I wonder if the remake will drive prices of the original game down in any way. It'd be definitely interesting to see if that happened. Anyhow, yeah, I've basically taken a complete break from modern releases for basically this whole year. So it's a bit interesting. I haven't actually played any modern games for this entire year. All of my game time has been spent. I've gone back and I replayed a couple of older games, obviously for reminiscing videos and stuff. I'm actually been putting a lot of time into my Nintendo Switch because the life cycle of that console is almost over. So I've been playing like Metroid Dread literally every night for like a couple of hours, been trying to get through that game. Man, that's a great game. That's a really great game, but just it's very hard at times. But it's so well crafted. They did a great job with that. So that's what I've been kind of doing in my spare time. I heavily recommend Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition for PC as well. It was finished this year. That's the mod for the original game, right? Because I heard something about that it's increased textures. Didn't they change the camera perspective as well? I thought that they put that over the shoulder. You can get a PC copy for on myabandonware.com. Yeah, because I think the original Silent Hill 2 on PC, it was an okay-ish port. There's something, I read something, you know, that really it's the PS2 versions that everyone wants because those are like the definitive versions and they have certain effects and graphical things in there that kind of make up the core experience of the game. They didn't change. Oh, that's over the shoulder is a separate thing. Okay. Yeah, I've been seeing some tweets here and there, but I haven't looked into anything. So, but I have heard that they are doing a mod for the original game on PC to bring it more in line, I guess, with some modern expectations as far as visuals go. It's the best of all versions, or making it the best of all versions. Okay. Pretty awesome. Again, I hope this bodes well. Oh, excuse me. Oh. I thought I was going to sneeze. I hope this bodes well to see other Silent Hill remakes in the future. It'd be great to get 3 and 4, as well as the original game, completely remade. And it seems that everything after 4, people seem to not like, or it seemed to be like the downhill of the franchise. I haven't done a reminiscing video for this, but I played Silent Hill, what's the one on 360? Silent Hill... Oh, I can't think of... What was the one that came out on 360? And PS3? In like 2008? Anyway, I played that game, and I thought that was decent. I could see how people think... You know, there are some parts of it that I think could have been kind of done better, but overall I really liked like the enemy designs, and I enjoyed going through that game. The narrative was okay. I do think the narrative could have been a little bit stronger. And I have a copy of Silent Hill Downpour, Homecoming. Thank you. That was the one I played. But I have a copy of Downpour as well, and everyone says like that's like the worst. People do not like that game. But I got all those games before the 360 store closed, which they were still expensive, but from now, what I understand, the prices of all those games have just gone way up. It's your third favorite? Okay. See, that's the thing. Like, I wonder if people who are very vocal about disliking these certain games are just saying so because it's nothing like the originals. Maybe they did take a little bit more creative liberties with those other games, but they're still decent games in their own right, you know. And that's what I really that's why I really still like to play some of these more questionable releases from like the press and like a lot of people online and stuff. It's because, you know, there can still be a good game in there, but a lot of times I find that expectations and people's sort of perspective on things like that can ultimately drive a bias towards good or interesting art. Not necessarily good all the time, but like they almost can't see the positives. They can only see what's wrong with it, and they don't even want to recognize that it does some things decently well. So anyway, when I play Downpour, I'll probably end up doing a reminiscing video on it, as well as Homecoming. Because I did enjoy Homecoming for what it was worth. Again, I do think the story could have been better. But they did I thought the game was pretty decent. I'm really looking forward to the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. That's just gonna be awesome. I missed those days of playing like Metal Gear Solid 5 and doing the live streams and stuff. That was so much fun, and I did a full complete not playthrough, but my playthrough of the Phantom Pain, I like 100%ed it. I did all the missions and stuff, and I think it still holds the top spot as the single player game I invested the most time into, at least for a playthrough from start to finish. That includes when the credits roll, not just after the fact of me playing it, because it took me like I think 140 hours to do all of the missions in Metal Gear Solid 5. So I'm really looking forward to the Snake Eater remake, and I hope they do a great job with that. Downpour is more like Silent Hill 1 and 2 in terms of feel, with the free roam and side quest exploration aspects. Okay, interesting. Well, when I get to it, I'll get to it. Right now I'm playing through the original Resident Evil 5. And first of all, that game's beautiful still to this day. It's absolutely gorgeous. But man, that's a really challenging game. It's just, when you play those old Resident Evil games, it really kind of opens your eyes to just how kind of more accessible and dumbed down the experience is for the remakes today. Because like, you play Resident Evil 4, the remake, and even 3 and stuff, and you can get through those games with relative ease. But like, playing through 5, and it's not my first time playing through 5. I've played Resident Evil 5 a couple of times, but I never actually completed the game. But playing through it now, like, even like the first combat section, I was like dying a couple times. I'm like, what the hell? It was like, it's just weird to go back to those older games and you realize, oh wow, they really made this a lot easier these days. It's just interesting. Lloyd prefers Silent Hill over to Resident Evil, to be honest. I think Silent Hill has that edge in terms... It always seemed to me that Silent Hill had that edge in terms of storytelling, while Resident Evil seemed to offer, based off of what I've seen, more exciting gameplay. But with the remakes and stuff, I'm actually curious to see... because from what I understand, Silent Hill is more about exploration than combat itself. Although there's combat in it, it's not the core of like what the games are always about. Hamster says, me and my friend noticed how Silent Hill remake heavily resembled Downpour with its indoor exploration, weather affecting gameplay and visuals. Okay. Yeah, I haven't picked up the game, but I will. And like I said, I'm hoping for a PS5 Pro patch. That would be nice to get. I saw the game on PC. Via Digital Foundry, and those ray trace reflections on there look really, really nice. So I would like them to add that, hopefully, to a PS5 Pro patch. Doesn't Alan Wake 2 come out next week as well? I think so. Finally on disc, after all this time. I'll probably end up picking that as well. I wish that Remedy made like a cheaper version. I mean, I'm kind of just... Beggars can't be choosers, right? But it's kind of annoying to me that you have to spend the $80 to get the deluxe version that includes a digital copy of Alan Wake Remastered, which I already own a physical copy of. So to me, it's like just... It's bloat. You know, it's just more excess. And even though I have a physical copy on Xbox Series X, I got a digital copy of Alan Wake Remastered on PS5 already because they gave it away with PS Plus. So it's like I just have all these extra copies of Alan Wake Remastered laying around. But you know, again, I shouldn't complain because the fact that we're getting a physical disc, I should just be thankful. And at least you get the DLC with that, so it's not just, you know, the simple game. They're giving you more. Comes out Tuesday. I'm holding out playing it until I get a PS5 Pro. Yeah, no, same here. Like, that's a game I'm going to want. I'm hoping that they add all that nice ray tracing visuals, because that's a stark difference. Like, that's a game where it really does make a difference. All right, here we go, guys. The partner preview, October 2024. Let's hope for some good stuff here. Maybe some release dates. That'd be nice. Although I think we know everything pretty much coming out at the end of the year, so it should be next year. Let's see.
I keep coming back to this page.
Control?
The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean?
It's the Alan Wake 2 DLC. As we were just talking about.
The Marmots had let the lake in.
This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmots.
Oh shit, that's what's her name?
But the water could not flow.
She was in Star Wars Battlefront
Became
2.
trapped, stagnant. The pressure
And a
kept
couple of other
building,
things.
looking for release.
Oh, this looks so good, man.
What is that?
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now.
This game just looks incredible.
I'm outside, in a forest. Not here, not here, not here.
Was that?
Find out how Remedy
Was that
is
Jesse's
bringing a
brother?
darker tone and horror elements
No, but
to
he didn't-
Alan Wake 2's
I'm trying to remember
expansion,
Control.
The Lake House, exclusively.
Anyway, that
on
looks
Xbox
awesome.
Wire.
Especially if you're going back to the FBC, that could be really cool for the game. Oh, she was in Alan Wake 2 as well? Okay, because I didn't play the game, so I didn't see her in any previous advertisements. Janina Gambikar. Speaking of Blooper Team. Oh. That's freaky. Oh, that's interesting. So it's a new IP, huh? Chronos, the New Dawn. This could be really cool, especially if it's like... Okay, I was gonna say, especially if it's like, you know, what they did with Silent Hill. Third person, over the shoulder. Oh, this looks awesome. That looks really good, and it's a Series X and PC exclusive. Wow. It might be a timed exclusive, but that looks awesome. They're on a renaissance right now, huh? They're like really moving up. The hell is this? Reminds me of playing laser tag with my friends when I was like 12. Oh, it's was it Squid Game? Oh, never mind. It looked like Squid Games almost.
Blind Fire is a unique shooter that removes light from the equation.
Perfect Dark.
Find out how the project came to be exclusively on Xbox Wire.
Wait, so is it a unique shooter that removes... So is it single player or multiplayer? This is the pirate Yakuza game that they're making. Every single time there's like a new Yakuza, like a dragon game, I'm always like, man, they're making a lot of these. And like I'm worried that it's gonna be like Overboard, but then I look at the game, I'm like, oh, that looks a lot of fun. Like, look at this. Assassin's Creed 4 with a hack and slash combat engine. Like, this looks awesome. Oh, it's Sajima. You see the size of that chimp? Seriously, every single time like they make these weird spin-off games, I'm always like, am I gonna play that? I don't know. And then I see the game and I'm like, oh, that looks really awesome. And they delayed it a day.
Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii takes the series in a direction we never
It's
expected.
crazy to see
its naval battles on Xbox
to have
Wire.
played this franchise back when we were just getting like delayed versions of the previous releases, and now they're day and date and it's like massively popular. It's just awesome to see. Oh, is this It looked like Cuphead for a sec. Are we getting another...
A clue, a lead. What more could a mouse detective
similar
want?
game? Oh, this is the, we know about this. It's the shooters kind of by the same devs.
Eureka. This is a
I
real
thought we
mouse
heard about
changer.
this like a couple years ago. This looks really creative.
Time to play detective and connect the dots. Looks like we just hit the jackpot.
I like the Series X makeshift console. It's called Mouse, PI for Hire. Yeah, I'll probably play that. Especially similar to Cuphead there. Cuphead was really hard, so I imagine this is probably going to be hard as well. You have a friend who's a huge Yakuza fan, and he felt personally attacked when I was comparing the pace releases towards AC games until this game was announced. Yeah, no, they are coming out fast. In some cases, months apart. Maybe that's the problem that I have too. It's like way overload. And the games look awesome and they continue to be awesome, right? Like the storytelling is there, the quality of the game is there, all that is present, but it's just like, it's just a lot. hermit crab. Oh, Subnautica. Oh, interesting. I was like, what is this?
Dive into uncharted
Endless
waters
Ocean?
in Subnautica 2. Adventure alone or with friends
That could be
as
cool.
you try to survive on
I didn't play the
all-new
first one, but
mysterious
I
alien
know a lot of
planet.
people love
Learn
it.
more exclusively
And it's also
on Xbox
multiplayer,
One.
right? I think it's a multiplayer type game as well, or at least co-op.
I am Shadow Donkey. Animal World is a game of many shadows. It's a game where every animal casts a shadow, and it's a game where you cast a shadow, and sometimes even the shadow of a shadow can cast a shadow. At times, you must step out of the shadows and reveal the secret which has been lurking in the shadows all along. Because if these shadows are allowed to remain within the shadows, then who knows what kind of shady shadow stuff these shadows are going to do next in the shadows. What we must always remember
Oh,
is
that's
that
cool.
without shadows there
It's
is
like
no
Pac-Man.
light. Shadows are evil,
There was a sneeze.
but some not. And we
Excuse
have
me.
to look into the shadow of the shadow of the shadow to realize the shadow of the shadow within. So basically what I'm saying, Animal Will available today on Xbox.
That was a cool trailer. Cool looking game too.
マザーに会いに行くんだ。一番乗りを目指してな。
あんた外の世界へ行きたいって言ってたでしょ。
That game was made by a YouTuber? Really?
合図したいなは俺だ。てめえら誰なんだよ。
Good for them.
師匠に会って伝えなきゃいけない言葉があるんだ。まずは思考性を集結させるのです。エデンズグリッター、オーバーヒールデストロイ、ガンズハーベスト。
A YouTuber that shits on games and publisher pixels?
前の船は俺たちがもらう。
Really? Or publishes pixels?
この広い宇宙のどこかに。
Let's not name people in the chat. Let's avoid doing that, please.
友達のいねえお前の友達になってやる。
Another anime type game. Oh, Konami, really? Hmm. This looks like a more shell-shaded version of Dragon Age. Eternal Strands. Huh. Looks interesting, I guess. In-game footage and cinematics. It's another Elden Ring.
I have seen the gods shatter into gilded mist. I have seen the hunters awaken, steadfast heroes among them, and treacherous villains.
This looks really good.
Well, I have seen the thrones brought low, faiths torn asunder, and all that still live before the end. They warred and struggled in anguish and despair.
So, it looks like a Souls-like, but the camera placement and the combat looks like it's a little bit more fast-paced. Like it's a tighter feel, almost.
But I have yet to see the ember that can rise against the
Like a
dark.
Viking type, narrative and style. That looks really interesting. Mr. Fall. It's another Series X and PC only game.
Mistfall Hunter crosses
Mistfall,
Souls-like and
excuse me.
extraction games to make for something brand new. Find out more exclusively on Xbox Wire.
Don't know how long the partner preview is. I assume it's half an hour. I think that was what the last one was. Reminds me of what's that indie game I played last year? I think it's called Seasons. This looks like that with a much more simplistic art style. Oh, and some weird shit. Wheel World. Interesting.
What did you see? Okay, never mind, we're coming. Hello?
Gotta get all the horror games out. Oh, Phasmophobia. It's another one I hear about all the time, but I have not played it.
My dearest child, this island offers everything you may need in your precious life.
Oh, hey, Dylan.
Vast
You actually missed some
forests,
decent
roaring
stuff.
rivers,
There's,
and
to be
mountains
honest,
of rock and ice.
I mean, this isn't over,
You are
but
old enough now
I'm liking
to
this
know
more
that
than
for every bit
the
of
state of
goodness
play
in this world,
from last
an
month.
opposing force exists.
There's more
In
exciting
the heat
things
of the
here.
earth resides a darkness you cannot fathom. Demons as old as time, my child. Do not doubt, even a light like yours can be tempted by the dark. You must always choose good. and that I know you will. Sepe, be resilient.
It's a hack and slash game, but you play as like a
Be brave, my
15-year-old.
son. Stay in the light, with Babu by your side, and may the magic of this island protect us all.
The Legend of Babu. That could be really emotional and interesting.
The Ming Dynasty is dead.
Halo coming to PlayStation? Not at this time. We'll see.
Now I walk the path of blood until my mission is fulfilled. I will not rest until all traitors are silenced and our stolen kingdom returned. Who dares to question my will, standing in the way of my redemption?
Ooh. Did we hear about this game? It looks familiar, but it might just be that there's a lot of, Japanese-inspired hack and slash games, or just Asian-inspired hack and slash games. Looks good. Just another lost soul, trying to oppose fate. And fate, it's mine to command. Nothing is forever. Oh no, it's called Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. That looks really good. I think that the market is oversaturated with these kinds of games where, what's interesting is
was always dangerous.
I think a couple of live streams ago, I said something similar, how like everyone's cashing in.
Policy and procedure used to keep us
we getting
in
a
control.
We're getting a, oh, this is the multiplayer co-op experience for Control. Okay. Anyway, yeah, you're completely right, Hamster, and I even talked about it a couple streams ago. Wow, it's first person. Let's set within that universe. This could be cool. To be honest, I have no interest in playing it. It's just not my thing anymore, these multiplayer projects, but it's an object of power. But I think it has potential.
Welcome to Firebreak.
If anything, I hope it's successful so that it funds their larger single-player projects.
Its first ever multiplayer game, exclusively on Xbox Wire.
Anyway, it doesn't look bad. The last shooter Remedy made was you can't even play it anymore, which is just really fucking unfortunate, was Crossfire X, the campaigns for that. I bought those, and they were decent in their own right, you know? I think that's it. They were decent in their own rights, but, you know, I just, like, they didn't play as smoothly as some of the other shooters. And because it was a smaller project, the storytelling couldn't really be, you know, advanced. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, I have to say, by the way, this was a great live stream, great presentation. To be honest, I like this more than the state of play that we got last month for the PlayStation 5 and stuff. There's more interesting things shown here, and new IPs and stuff like that. And it's just more games to look forward to next year. Next year looks absolutely insane. Just like out of this world, you know, especially if you imagine like nothing gets delayed and everything's coming out like on time, which I know isn't fully likely, but this looks like really, really like a crazy year upcoming. Just with games coming out like every single month, like bangers, like big games coming out, or interesting new IPs. So I guess let's see what that's like. Yeah, it was called Codename Condor. That's it. Yeah, I mean, it looks interesting. Let me take a look at it again. It looks interesting because it's set in that universe. They can be very creative with some things. Again, is it going to pull in a player like me who doesn't really play multiplayer? No. But I do think this could potentially get people interested in playing Control who haven't played it yet. So I hope it's successful for that. And like I said before, I hope it's successful so it funds Remedy's other projects. Because Alan Wake 2 for them was still, you know, they didn't really necessarily make a profit off of that. I think Remedy knows that with their games, they seem to do well over time. You know, like they're not like, they don't come out of the gate as big sellers, but people do continue to pick them up throughout the year. And then over the course of like, you know, a year or two, they become super successful. So I'm sure the same thing will happen to Alan Wake 2, especially people like myself who've been waiting for the physical disc to come out. Now that that's finally coming out, it should draw more attention. And hopefully, again, this is successful, so it helps them in their efforts to make more games. So, yeah, I have to say to most of this stuff, yes. It looks really good. There's a couple of new interesting things. I like, what was that game that we saw from Bloober Team? Trying to find it. Because that looked really, really good. Somewhere here. This looks good too. This is the Viking, you know, I don't know if it's a Souls-like or just hack and slash. But that looks really interesting too. Oh, we got the FPS shooter from the Cuphead guys. Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Oh, here it is. This game, Chronos. This looks awesome. This looks really, really good. Very creative, very interesting, very freaky. I love everything that I'm seeing. The visual style of it all just looks awesome. So that's great. And of course, we gotta look at the expansion for Alan Wake, which continues to look good. And that's it, huh? Short but really good presentation overall, with a lot of really good stuff. I'm so glad that Alan Wake 2 DLC releases 2 days before your surgery. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot. That's soon, huh? I wish you good luck with that. If I don't speak with you before then, yeah, I just hope everything goes well and speedy recovery and all that stuff. So we'll be here when you are healthy again. So yeah, I think outside of this, The only other thing we have to look forward to is the Game Awards, unless PlayStation's going to come out with another. I don't think they're going to, but you know, there's possible another live stream. But we have the Game Awards coming out at the end of the year. I'm probably going to be attending that, so I won't be live streaming it. But I am considering doing some type of video after the fact, maybe discussing my thoughts, or maybe what I'll do is a YouTube short instead. That might be interesting. I'll see what I can do there. This game as well, it kind of looks like laser tag almost, but it's like dark environments. I don't know if this is a multiplayer game or a single player game. Like, this isn't how the game looks when you're playing it. Obviously, you know, these smooth animations and everything like that. I'm sure the game doesn't actually play like this in motion, because if so, that would be incredible. But based off the cover arts, yeah, Blind Fire. I mean, they don't say much here. Blind Fire is a unique shooter that removes light from the equation. I guess I'll have to read up on the Xbox Wire to see exactly what it is, but it's possibly another multiplayer project because they show a bunch of people surrounding. Like, whenever you see a cover art where there's all these characters in the front like this posing, you're like, yeah, that looks like a multiplayer game. So, but I mean, it looks interesting for what it is. And of course, the Yakuza game. It's Yakuza Overload, but I mean, I can't deny that the game looks fun. I mean, look at this. You're doing ship combat. You're boarding ships. And then doing hack and slash like, yeah, that just looks insane. And Majima's a great character. I always enjoy you know, his dialogue and stuff, so that could be really good. So yeah, I think this is a good presentation. Really good presentation. It got you excited for a lot of this stuff coming out next year. And also some new IPs thrown in there. I thought that this was overall very, very solid and a lot more exciting than what we saw last month from PlayStation. All right. I think that'll do it, guys. So yeah, like I said, I probably won't be live streaming the Game Awards because I'll be attending that, but I'll think about doing some type of content, you know, regarding, I guess, my thoughts in some capacity. And we got videos coming out basically throughout the rest of the year. The PS5 Pro unboxing will be happening next month, so be on the lookout for that. I'm probably as well going to be doing an impressions, or I guess a review video of the PS5 Pro after using it. So I'll give my thoughts and talk about it and everything like that. So that's what you can look forward to next month. And then we got some other videos. I got another project video coming out next week, which is another collection video. So there's that, and then something else I'm working on for the end of the year, and of course the reminiscing videos sort of in between. All right. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you all for watching, and I guess we'll oh, did I manage to get the limited edition? You were talking about the PS5 Pro. I did not. I tried, but I did not. So I'm just picking up the console from my local Best Buy and just doing it that way. I do want to get the limited edition controller, but that doesn't seem to be sold anywhere. I'm just hoping that Sony will actually make a little bit more, like stock will come back. So yeah, I have a disc drive already for my PS5 Pro, but I didn't get the limited edition console, so it's just going to be the standard version. And honestly, it was $1,000, so I'm not too upset. I'm like, I want it, right? It looks awesome, but I'm not too upset that I didn't get to spend or give Sony $1,000. They're already getting $700 for me for the console itself, so we'll just leave it at that. All right, guys. I'll catch you later, and I'll see you in the next couple weeks for more videos. All right. Thanks, everyone.